Hello, my name is Lawrence and I'm a tenor soloist with Gratia. One of the favourite things that I enjoy singing is Bach St John Passion. I've sung the Evangelist and also the arias, and sometimes both. I love singing this aria Erwäge because it is right at the heart of the John Passion, and it's so full of this juxtaposition of sweetness and pain. The two viola d'amore cascading with this da 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 da, and the voice just cuts through a lot of that as this ethereal sound. I find this quite a challenging aria to sing. It's set very high in the voice, and there's not much chance to breathe. Sometimes there are runs going over many bars, and it's also very long. It can be 7-8 minutes with the da capo. I love the images in this aria, the water, the flood, the rainbow. It's so full of tenderness and emotion, but also real profound truth as we see this image of Jesus on the cross. It feels like the tension builds and builds with this da 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 da, and there are moments like near the end where there is quite a rare ornament where I sing to show the far. It's this increasing intensity. It shows both the pain and suffering of Jesus, but also that longing, that waiting for Jesus, for salvation. At first you might think, oh, this is a sad aria, but actually no, it's thoughtful. Bach is deliberately asking us to think, Erwäge, to consider what is going on. It says in the second part, von unserer Sündflut sich verzogen, der allerschönste Regenbogen, that all-surpassing rainbow, that most beautiful rainbow. Not the first thing I would have thought of. It took me a while to really understand it, actually. The picture of a rainbow in the Bible comes in Genesis after the flood, after Noah's Ark, and God floods the earth, judges the earth because of its rebellion against him. And Bach, in this aria, is using this image of Jesus on the cross, all bloodied, his body and back striped with the lashes that have been inflicted on him by the Roman soldiers, and the blood pouring down. And Bach is saying, look, this is like a rainbow. This is like the promise that God said before in Genesis. As the water and blood flowed, that flood covers our sins. Just like the waters flooded the earth in judgment from God, so that judgment has come upon Jesus instead of us. I find it quite moving to sing with this sweetness of these viola d'amore and the pain and agony that Jesus must have been feeling on the cross. Yet also that hope that is infused in the whole aria, that hope of reconciliation to God, being one with God, being okay with God now. In this performance that we performed at St John, Downshire Hill, I'm singing it in my own new English translation. I wanted to do a translation that was for everyone today, that avoided fancy language and instead got to the heart of the story of Jesus' death and brought out the rawness and the pain. I know my own experience in the times when I've felt low and I've been suffering, looking to Jesus on the cross and seeing what he went through for us just reminds me of that extraordinary love and that lavish grace that has been given for me and for you. And I think in times where we experience that sadness and loss and fear, this aria speaks into that. It's saying, look, God has fulfilled his promises. He's given us a sign of his grace, and that is in Jesus Christ himself. All we need to do is to just trust him and say yes. I hope that as you listen to this aria and reflect on the images overlaid, that you will consider for yourself just what this means as a fulfillment of God's promise to us.
Consider